guys? I'm as always Mr. Informer 2 with Dark987, and welcome everybody to my channel. And welcome everybody to another edition of the Reaper Road Movie Reviews. Tonight, me and Dark987 take a look at the 2021 classic based on the graphic novel by the one and only Jeph Loeb and Tim Sale. This is part 1 of Batman: The Long Halloween. Was the first part good? We're gonna let you know about that here in a few minutes. Here's our review for Batman: The Long Halloween. Enjoy. What's going on, guys? I'm always Mr. Grand Farmer 2 with the one and only Dark987, and welcome to the Reaper Road Movie Reviews. I'm back after a long absence, as I said before. I had to change the lighting a little bit to match kind of sort of a Halloweeny type of look.
Of course. But we're not in October yet, but you can.
Yeah, we're not in October yet, but holy shit, I'll be so happy when we are. Because there's a certain Halloween movie that we're gonna go see in fucking October.
Yes, I plan to be down there in person with Grim there, and then we're gonna go see the new Halloween movie. We'll talk about that another time. But yeah, that's coming out. But yeah, we're gonna talk about
keep a lookout because Saturday I'm gonna give y'all guys the fucking trailer reaction for that motherfucker. Oh, keep a lookout for it because the official trailer reaction is this Saturday on my channel. Yes. So
I saw the trailer already, and holy shit, you have no idea. Those you haven't seen it, you have no idea what you're in for. That's all that's it.
Because I saw the teaser trailer, and I fucking told him. I told him during I told him last fucking year.
Grim was right.
I told him when we did the first Halloween in 2018, what was gonna happen. We'll talk about that another time, but right now we're going to get into this review for Batman: The Long Halloween, part 1. This is part 1. Part 2's coming out not that far away from now, actually. Part 2 is going to be on the July the 27th, so stay tuned for review for part 2. I'm gonna wait till he does. I'm gonna wait till so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna wait for him to watch both parts, part 1 and part 2, and then we'll give you a full-on spoiler review for both parts.
About that, yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. This movie was directed by Chris Palmer. This movie was written by Tim Sheridan. This movie is based on the graphic novel by Jeph Loeb and Tim Sale. This stars Jensen Ackles. You know him better as Dean Winchester from Supernatural.
Yes.
And also also coming up in the 3rd season of The Boys, he'll be Soldier Boy.
Yes,
Josh Duhamel, you know him better from the Transformers movies, and the late Naya Rivera. Some of you may be Glee fans. She was on that show Glee. She passed away tragically. Naya Rivera passed away a year ago during the making of this movie. So. But yeah, this was her final. This and the other one are gonna be her final film. Were her final films that she made. So yeah. So I'm gonna put a graphic at the beginning of this video for her, and also there was another person that passed away, another woman that passed away this year, a wrestler by the name of Melissa Coates. Better known as Super Genie. I'm gonna put something for her on the.
That's right.
Graphic for her as well. So.
Yeah. This is in tribute to both of them. She was. I know she was talented actress, models. God rest her soul. This goes out to her family and to Super Genie's family. So for you guys.
Yeah. So So what's going to be so different about this one is that I am not going to read the plot for this. Because I don't want him to be spoiled. But we are going to talk about it though, and he can see the plot if he can see the plot. He has it on his computer at his house.
I do. I can read, and you know, talking about it can get me kind of set up to watch it. You know, we can kind of hear Grimm's take on it, what he thinks about it.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, that was my TV. I apologize. Yeah. So anyway, we'll talk about it. I'll read the plot or whatever, and I will get into watching this part 1 and part 2 when part 2 comes out in July. I will get to that. Because I watched every other Batman movie. I want to continue watching the Batman. So I want to watch this for sure. But we'll talk about it. So it'll be a bit spoiler free, and
Yeah. So I want to. What do you think, man? Do you think I should do it? What do you think?
What?
Should I read the plot, or should I just?
Well, I mean, reading the plot is like you're watching it, kind of, but.
Yeah. Because you haven't seen it. You haven't. My goddamn jaw. Fuck. Ow. Sorry, guys. My jaw popped.
Oh. Wow.
Because the reason why I'm asking you is because I know you haven't seen it, but if I did read it to you, you would probably know the story, right?
Well, yeah, I would get it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and read the plot. I'm gonna go ahead and read the plot, and we're gonna go through it, and we're gonna talk about it and give our thoughts on the actual movie, and also how different. Yes, this movie is very different from the comic, from the graphic novel. There are some sprinkles of the graphic novel that are put in there in the movie itself, but this is part 1, so yeah. In Gotham City on Halloween night, Carmine, the Roman Falcone's nephew Johnny Vitti is murdered by a mysterious figure who leaves his dummy-equipped gun and a jack-o'-lantern behind at the crime scene. Gotham City Police Department Captain James Gordon summons District Attorney Harvey Dent, who has been doing his own investigation on the Falcone crime family. And Gotham's vigilante Batman, fucking stupid, sorry. Batman to investigate the murder. While Dent is tasked to investigate the lantern, Batman chases after Catwoman to Falcone's cash stockpile he has been unable to launder. Unbeknownst to Batman, he has followed by Dent using a tracker he placed on one of Batman's batarangs. Whoa. Dent suggests to move the money, while Catwoman suggests they should burn it. Based on a coin flip, they decide to burn the money. I wouldn't have burned the money. God damn it.
Jeez.
I would have just put it somewhere. I would have just put it somewhere else where... Okay, whatever. That's alright.
Whatever.
This prompts Falcone to hire Mickey Chin to bomb Dent's home. Both Dent and his wife, Gilda, barely survive, but Dent is hospitalized. Batman chases Chin down to the sewers, where Chin runs into Solomon Grundy. As Grundy prepares to kill Chin, Batman stops Grundy and takes Chin to the GCPD, where Gordon and Batman interrogate him. Chin declines his involvement in the bombing, so they let him go. How?
Oh, come on. Stupid.
He was there! He was fucking there! Ugh. Falcone's son, Alberto, sends flowers to Dent in the Falcone name in order to take suspension off them. Excuse me. Excuse me. Falcone threatens Alberto to never do such a thing again. Dent escapes from the hospital to meet with Gordon, who gives him a gun for protection. After Chin and his triad associates are killed by Vidi's murderer, Gordon and Batman question Calendar Man in Arkham Asylum on who Vidi's murderer coined Holiday. Due to his killing patterns on festive holidays is when Batman interrogates why Calendar Man asks for him. He responds that his war on crime is a joke, with Batman realizing that the Joker has escaped from Arkham. When Dent returns home, he is confronted by Joker, who threatens to kill Gilda for being a suspect in Holiday's identity. A fight ensues until Joker knocks Dent out and flees, though he is found by Batman after leaves from Dent and Sal Maroni. Batman learns Joker is after Falcone. Joker confronts and harasses Falcone, threatening to kill him if he does not divulge any information about Holiday to him. As Joker leaves, he is chased down by one of Falcone's bodyguard, but manages to escape. Suddenly, the bodyguard is killed by Holiday. Back in the Batcave, Batman identifies Maroni, Falcone's sister, Carla Vidi, Joker, Falcone himself, and a mysterious figure, implied to be Dent, who may be Holiday. Bruce attends a yacht party celebrating Gotham's children's clinic, hosted by Falcone, where he is called out by Falcone as the son he never had. Bruce meets with Selina Kyle, who calls off the relationship due to Bruce's activities as Batman. Again, the bullshit with the fucking relationship. Just get a room already. Fuck.
God.
We're gonna talk about that. The whole fucking stupid fucking bullshit controversy about Batman and Catwoman. We're gonna talk about that shit.
We're gonna address that. Yes, we will.
Okay. Where am I? Oh, okay. Joker attempts to gas Times Square, but fails when forgetting to put the safety on. Batman then grapples onto Joker's plane and interrogates why he is hunting down Holiday, to which Joker responds that he does not want Holiday to replace him as Gotham's most notorious criminal, and that he loves a good puzzle. After Batman takes out the Joker, he returns to the party, where Selina introduces herself to Alberto. Batman confronts Alberto and accuses him of being Holiday due to being the rejected son of the Falcone crime family, where Selina accidentally exposes Batman as Bruce. However, Alberto argues he never wanted revenge against Falcone, but only to want to live his own life rather than being controlled by his father, who had previously rejected Alberto's fiancée from a boarding school in Oxford. Just when the new year hits, Alberto is shot by Holiday and falls into the bay, where he is cut to pieces from the propellers. That shit was fucking brutal, by the way, when I saw it.
Man. Oh my God.
Batman pursues Holiday, but he manages to flee the yacht. Afterwards, Gordon and Dent meet with Batman, who all question who Holiday really is and his next moves. In a post-credit scene following Alberto's funeral, Falcone requests Batman's help, which he refuses. Falcone then introduces him to his associate, who shakes Batman's hand while vines appear and change Bruce's eye color to green.
Oh, no.
I know who it is.
Oh, God.
You don't have to say it. It's Poison Ivy.
Yeah, yes, that's who it was.
That's who it was that met Batman. So, Pamela Isley.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to talk about that for a second. I want to talk about it. This movie here.
Sure.
Before I do, I want to discuss first things first. The fucking controversy over Batman wanting to go down on Catwoman and give head. The whole controversy is complete bullshit. Yeah, it's complete bullshit, really, be honest. Because there's been a lot of, how can I put it? There's been a lot of movies, let's just say movies, depicting Batman going down on Catwoman. And for the good people at DC Comics, the good people at DC, to say that Batman going down on Catwoman is a bad thing. I want you to remember this. There is a comic. I don't know which one. You're gonna have to look it up yourselves. There is a comic where Batman is exactly doing just that. They're on a rooftop. Batman is giving Catwoman let's just say, Batman is giving Catwoman Batman is giving Catwoman the time of her freaking life. Let's just put it that way. And he licks her pussy. Yeah. But for y'all to say, oh, Batman is supposed to cater to kids. No, not always, dude. Fuck that shit. Not always. Batman is not a good role model for your kids. And really, to be honest, 50% of the stuff that Batman does, Bruce is a fucking womanizer. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Many people are trying to get that fucking first scene out of the Killing Joke, of the Killing Joke movie, which didn't make any fucking sense at all, to be honest. Many people are trying to get that first part out of their heads, where Batman and Batgirl are fucking each other on the goddamn roof, on the rooftop.
Yeah, they end up going together. So.
Yeah, so come on. I don't understand that. For them to say that Batman doesn't give, because if y'all guys read what I read, Batman is supposed to. There's a scene in Harley Quinn, the Harley Quinn show on DC on HBO Max. There's supposed to be a scene coming up in the next season where Batman is supposed to go down on Catwoman. It's supposed to be a raunchy sex scene or some shit like that, I guess. Whatever.
But yeah, whatever it goes.
But it's stupid. It's stupid to get fucking pissed off over some stupid bullshit. It's fucking stupid.
Exactly.
Let Batman have happy time. let's put it that way. I can't fucking put it any other way. Let Batman have happy joy time. God damn it.
Exactly. I mean, you can see it clearly that Catwoman is in love with Batman. You've seen other versions of movies or shows.
Come on, there's a part in the movie where they have sex and Batman Hush. Have you seen that part yet, dumbasses?
Hello?
There's a sex scene in there between Catwoman and fucking Batman. Are you serious?
Exactly. So how can you not? I've seen it. I actually have the movie on Blu-ray. I know what he's talking about. I've seen it. So hello, it's there. You see that, but as he said, even porn has made fun of that shit. The adult industry has done what they call parodies.
There's a porn parody called the Dark Knight parody. The Dark Knight parody. It's a parody of the Dark Knight. Yeah. And there's a sex scene, and there's a fucking sex scene between Batman and Catwoman and that motherfucker.
See?
So don't start with that bullshit. But anyway, back to the review.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this movie, before I give it to him, let me talk about this movie. This movie is very different, but if they're gonna go by I'm hoping that they went through some of the comic, some of the stuff from the comic, but they put a little bit of stuff of their own in it.
Yeah.
But what gets me is that I know it is revealed who it is. I know who the Holiday Caroler is. And the reason why I say that is because he did a let me see here. Let me go to the original one here real quick. But we come to find out who it really is, and I don't want to say who it is. You got to read the comic. You got to read the original graphic novel of who it was that is responsible for the murders.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. They say it when you greet. There's a 400 page version of the graphic novel that has all 13 issues of the graphic novel in it, and you can read that. That's what I propose you guys do. Read the 400 page graphic novel, because when you get to the ending of it, you're going to be shocked like a motherfucker at who it really was. Who it really was, who was Holiday. Who the Holiday Killer it really is. And what I'm hoping is that in part 2, we haven't gotten to part 2 yet, but part 2 is coming up really soon.
Yeah.
They keep what happened in the comic in the movie. The ending of the second part of this should shock the fuck out of you. And it shocked me when we saw Pamela Isley. Pamela Isley has a lot of stuff that Poison Ivy has a very, very big fucking she has a very it's not a coincidence that Pamela Isley showed up to see that she is introduced at first, that she is introduced to Batman or Bruce Wayne. And yeah, so what's going to happen is that what I'm hoping is that in the movie they keep the ending for the original comic. They keep the ending. That's what I'm hoping. But yeah, she has a lot of Catwoman has a lot of reason to be in this comic, to be in the movie. Because she has some she has things how can I put it? Her role in the second film is much larger than what you think. Because I've read the original graphic novel and I know what's going to happen with that.
Yeah.
But I think part 1 deserves a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Because part 1, it may have not have had stuff from the comics in it, but there's a lot to it. The fight scenes were so good. Everything was so badass. And it was like the comic leaping onto the big... It was like the comic leaping onto your screen. And stuff like that. But... what do you think? But what do you think, man? I know you haven't seen the first part yet. But judging from the plot itself, what do you think? Do you got any theories of who you think the Holiday Caroler might be?
That's the mystery, you know, who did it. But yeah, I don't know, man. I won't say I have any theories about who it could be. I mean, I may have some ideas as to who it could be revealed as, but I want to be shocked, like everybody. I want to find out myself who was this killer. And then seeing the cutscene here when it does right here, Batman's eyes turn green. That was Poison Ivy. She's coming into this. A lot is going to happen in the part 2. It sounds to me like in part 2, a lot more hell is going to break loose in part 2. So, but yeah, I'm going to take some time and sit down and actually watch this. I want to watch this myself and get into this. And I need to also read the novel as well, because I've been a fan of Batman since I was a kid. And so I need to really get into this. But after reading this, God, I just want to see it, and I want to know. So yeah, let's see how it goes, and then we'll see how part 2 goes. Like I said, I got a feeling that part 2, all hell just got to break loose in part 2.
Oh well, you're right about that. And judging from what I read in the original graphic novel, hell is coming to Gotham in part 2. There's no doubt about it. Hell is coming to Gotham in part 2. You can rest a damn sure on that. So, let us know in the comments down below. Have you read the original graphic novel? What did you think of the original graphic novel? And also, what your theory is on the movie and also the graphic novel itself.
Exactly.
That's going to be it for me. I'm as always Mr. Current Phone 2 with Dark 9987. And until part 2, we'll see you next time. And we'll see you all in the afterlife. Peace.